So I'm very transparent with my journey because I believe that I was called to coach. My plans were to be an engineer, and that's what I did for a couple years prior to getting into coaching. So the transition into coaching was confirmation that I was called to do this, and so I'm very transparent with the guys in my journey, just in hopes of maybe being able to share something to help them in the moment that they're in, because life is hard for everybody. I think sometimes people see the world that we live in and they think they see one aspect of it. They see 3 hours on Saturdays, right? And they think, oh man, life is great. But when you're dealing with 125 players, 65 staff members, life's happening, right? So everybody's dealing with something. And I think the beautiful thing about football is a game where you got to take it moment by moment, right? I mean, every single play you have to be living off trust and belief, and that trust is that the man next to me is going to do his job, so I don't get hurt. So I better be focused. So there was a lot of conversations with my fiance at the time, who's now my wife. She could tell just in my demeanor when I come home from work every day, there wasn't much motivation to do anything else. I'm a former athlete, so I used to love to work out and stay
You're
active.
not a former athlete. We're always all athletes,
That's right.
coach.
That's right. I say
Come
that
on.
sometimes too, but so I'd love to work out, and I lost the kind of the motivation for that. I constantly wrestling with, is this what I'm supposed to be doing? Where's the impact? How am I making the world better? How am I making life better for other people? So that's really how it started. And I was strategic because of the engineering background that I possessed. I was very methodical, and so I said, okay, before I just have a whole scale life change, I want to see if this is what I want to do. So I volunteered at the high school level while I was still working as an engineer, just to see, is this where I'm supposed to go? Because there was also a little bit of fear, like, okay, you're in this place in life, you're trying to figure out what's next. Football's the easiest thing, so just go back to football. But I wanted to make sure that it was right, and that's why I started volunteering at the high school level before making the transition wholesale into becoming a college coach.